he looked over the statue and said, no. I was talking about my grandfather earlier. My grandfather, Chuck Jones, fearsome warrior, animator. He created Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny, Roadrunner, those folks, that cast of characters. And his weapon as the fearsome warrior, he was the pencil, specifically an Eberhard Faber Blackwing 602. It's the only pencil he would use. His lifelong nemesis, his Elmer Fudd to his Bugs Bunny, was the blank page. And I'll never forget sitting down to dinner with him the night that he received his Lifetime Achievement Award from the Academy of Motion Pictures. We went to his favorite spot, Five Crowns, down in Newport Beach. And right there in the center of the table sat Oscar, gleaming gold, a lifetime of brilliance summed up in this single punctuation mark that was a statue. But when it finally landed back in front of him, something shifted. This spark left his eyes. And I asked, Grandpa, what's wrong? And he said, it's the statue. And I'm like, oh my God. And he looked over the statue and said, no, it's what it represents. And he paused and he told me, you finish a story, a film, a career, and you realize you're facing that blank piece of paper again. There is always the blank page. It is the enemy of all achievement. And when you're faced with an achievement like this, he said, pointing to a statue, lifetime achievement etched into its armor, that enemy has quite simply never stood taller. And that conversation never left me because it captures the emotional reality of what founders face after an exit. You've built something extraordinary, and now you're staring at that white space, the blank page, the question of what comes next. My grandfather, very rightly, called it terrifying and thrilling all at the same time. Because in that blank space, everything is possible again. And that's the heart of mastery. And that's the message, the one single message I always leave with founders. True freedom begins where your identity ends. And that's where the next chapter ends and real mastery begins.